So you've just started university, and I know a lot of you are not even thinking about, what do I need to do over the next few years to make sure that I am employable when I'm done with my qualification? And should you be thinking about it? Most definitely. So maybe let's start with unpacking. Why are you at university? These are some of the reasons that you'll get from students. Firstly, to get an education, the ability to learn more and expand our knowledge. Secondly, the ability to learn a skill, right? Depending on which discipline you're in, some of you are going there to learn a particular skill. The next thing is to be employable, right? We all want to get a qualification so that we can get a job. Finally, because your parents have told you to, right? This is one of the ones that we get a lot from students, where parents are nudging you and pushing you into making sure that you go into university. So students tend to be at university for a whole host of reasons, but ultimately it's to attain one goal, to get a qualification. Know for a fact that just having a qualification does not make you employable. More than anything, how you did at university and how you chose to use your time whilst you're at university makes all of the difference. I'm going to take you through some of the key things that matter to an employer and explain why they matter. The first one is academics. I get a lot of questions about how much do marks really matter? What academic average are you looking for? And what if I've been involved in many other activities outside of academics? Does that count for something? And the short answer is yes. Your academics definitely count. Let me explain why. Remember always that when you graduate from college or university, you're one of 1,000 graduates in that particular year who then go out to look for employment thereafter. Now, from a recruiter's perspective, my main goal always is to ensure that I'm hiring the best talent for my company. And if out of 100 applications, there are 20 students that are averaging an A or B average, that tells me one of three things. First one, that they are naturally smart and gifted intellectually. The secondly, that they are just passionate about what it is that they're studying. And lastly, that they just work hard. These are all the attributes that I want to see in my company. And that's what makes students that have done well academically more desirable than those that are just aiming to be average. Not to say that companies won't hire you with a C or a D average, but I most certainly want to interview the former first and then move on to the latter. The second key thing to think about as you spend your time at university is involving yourself in extracurricular activities. Now, some of the questions I get here are, how important is it to keep yourself busy with other external activities? How many is enough activities to do in the time that you're at university? And does it matter which ones of those activities you do? My simple answer is that I definitely recommend that you get one or two extracurricular activities to do. And let me explain why. Extracurricular activities tend to teach you the skill of time management between different activities. And depending on the type of activity you do, you then also open up the opportunity to develop some leadership skills, some team working skills. And these are all different skills that are so vital when you come into a corporate space. So why not take the opportunity to learn some of it whilst you're at university? The aim is never to exhaust yourself with tons of extracurricular activities, especially to the detriment of your marks, right? So make sure that you are picking one or two activities that really resonate with you, that you thoroughly enjoy doing, or things that you know are going to directly contribute to the profession that you're studying towards. So my advice would be pick something you love doing, but also pick something that you know is going to help you just hone in on a particular skill, particularly those tasks that are going to force you to work with lots of different people, because that's definitely a skill you're going to need in the corporate space. So if you're working part-time, I think that definitely counts. So don't feel the pressure of having to do well academically and work part-time and still do other extracurricular activities, because you definitely learn a lot of skills from working part-time that can directly translate into what's going to be expected of you in a corporate space as well. And the final key tip, I think it's important to get exposure as early as possible. So annually, most colleges and universities host what they call career fairs. And these are designed to help connect employers with the potential candidates that could come through for different graduate opportunities. Now, the fact that a company is there at a career fair, it means that they've got opportunities that are available for students that have no work experience. Now, a lot of these opportunities sometimes come in the form of vacation programs, it sometimes comes in the form of internship, and obviously opportunities for full-time employment. So make sure that you are attending the career fairs that are set out for you. They typically have activities for particular disciplines, and so make sure that you are going annually to the activities. Don't wait until you are in your penultimate year before you start looking up for different opportunities. From year one, go to career fairs, go and see what different companies have on offer, what it takes to make it in those companies, and what it is you can start doing now to make sure that you are preparing yourself to be corporate ready when you're done with your qualification. So guys, as you can hear, there's so much to be mindful of as you start at university. So always remember to keep the main goal the main goal. You ultimately want to get that qualification, but you want to set yourself apart and be employable once you're done with your qualification. And the ways in which you can do that, as I've outlined already, make sure you get those great academics, make sure you're involving yourself in extracurricular activities, and also make sure that you are getting in on some of the graduate opportunities ahead of the time that you are graduating so that you are setting yourself up for success. But also, like I said, if these opportunities happen before you graduate, a great way of getting exposure into the field that you'd like to go into, and also just testing it out for yourself to see whether this is something you actually enjoy doing. Guys, I know that that was absolutely valuable for all of you that are watching. So please share it with as many students as you can so that everyone has a chance at really bettering themselves during their university years to make sure that they are corporate ready when they're done with their qualifications. Don't forget to click that subscribe button for more videos coming to you every week.